Alright, so I guess I'm going to stop in at, since I'm already in the area, but I am quite exhausted. I'm going to stop in at one of these museums. So I'm going to check out the Carnivale just because I'm already in the area. I mean, typically I would only come here once a year, but like around Christmas time, I typically do this because it's a free museum in Paris, and they have, they're very good about trying to keep art and things like that accessible to everyone. And I just think that's really commendable. All right, so that was a very interesting exhibit. I was not able to bring you along with me just because it was just too complicated to carry the camera and everything else. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's like one of the three museums of Paris. The Music Carnivale. And I typically try to come. Anyway, so you're not here to hear my crap about my museums because I know that nobody cares about my Paris content. You only want to hear about Meghan and Harry. Well, I have no idea what's new because I've been gone all morning. But before I left this morning, I was talking about the fact that King Charles has opened Buckingham Palace to visitors this summer, and he's basically charging $95 for our entrance to this. Oh, thank you. To this exhibit, like a tour of like the terrace and the East Wing and this, that, and the next. And I wrote about that this morning before I left because I just thought that was freaking. Now, wait a minute. Let me just get my bearings. Where in the name? How do I get back? If I go back this way, I can come out. If I go back to Place de Vosges, maybe it's better. And then I could find the entrance that puts me to Rue Rivoli. Okay, so, sorry, I digress. So I was talking about that in the video before this one, this morning, and I just thought it was highway robbery until I saw another story which I was not able to cover because I had to come out and do certain things, whereby they are also opening up Balmoral Castle, the Queen's Castle. Well, I guess the monarch's castle, his summer residence. I don't know if it's in Scotland or wherever it is. And apparently they are charging people, I almost want to say $190 to visit the castle and have afternoon tea. So it's like 150 pounds, which is roughly $190. So that's even worse. It's like $100 more than visiting the terrace at Buckingham Palace. Once I saw that, I was just rendered speechless. There was nothing left to say about it. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I can't analyze this because especially at this time where it sounds like a lot of people in England are having a tough time economically, etc., etc. And as I pointed out in the video before this one about Buckingham Palace, to my understanding, the taxpayers are the ones who pay to maintain Balmoral Castle as they do Buckingham Palace. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? And the taxpayers also pay a salary to each working member of the royal family, right? So for me, I don't understand, given all these factors, that the taxpayer is already paying for the maintenance of Balmoral. The taxpayer is paying an annual salary to each member of the royal family, including King Charles and his wife Camilla. This is not what I thought it was. I am lost. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is not Place de Vosges. Oh my God. How do I get out of this experience? Okay. I'm gonna be lost. Let's go back up this way. I'm so tired. Okay, so yeah. So, the taxpayer is already paying for all of these things. How do you, with a straight face, in all good conscience, charge people $190 or £150 to visit the museum? Okay, they're going to say, well, the type of people who go to these museums anyway are, the type of people who can afford it, because it is true that, it's somewhat of an elitist pastime, going to the museum. I mean, people of lower sort of economic status typically don't spend their money, what's left of their disposable income, on going to a museum if they can choose other things, whatever those other things are. But there are some people, I mean, that, lower economic status does not make you a monolith, right? And there are some people who, even though they don't have a lot of money, they do enjoy going to a museum from time to time, or, to something like Balmoral Castle from time to time. And so it is very, very presumptuous, I think, for the king and his wife, Queen Camilla, to have priced a visit to Balmoral Castle, where one of the attractions is to see one of Camilla's outfits and one of the Queen's outfits and one of the King's outfits, at $190 or €150. I just think it's the height of arrogance, right? I mean, to me, it's like, it's indefensible. I cannot even find the words to critique that. And interestingly, I think one of the articles I read about that, the writer said something about it's only it's only accessible if you have deep pockets. So it's not just me. I mean, even the British journalists, some of them understand that, well, that should be down there, should be, what do you call it? What I just said, I don't remember, but oh my God, whatever, I just said it. But it should be that, right? But I'm like, should I go down here and waste time? Because there's a way to get to Rue Rivoli. Place de Vosges. Okay, is this Place de Vosges tout droit ou quoi? Qu'est-ce que tu penses? So anyway, yeah, I just think that, it's outrageous to ask that kind of price to visit one of the national, residences or properties, whatever you want to call it. It's a cultural thing, and it should be accessible to the ordinary people. I mean, in France, it's like that. Okay, you still have to pay a fee, but they raise hell if the city, especially in Paris, tries to gorge French people, with these museums and stuff. They have to.
C'est cadeau pour tester, c'est une crème pour le visage et aussi pour les yeux. Et juste pour moi, vous avez les onglets naturels.
I speak English.
Sorry, it's for face
For the
and
face.
eye cream.
Uh-huh.
And see you have you paint your nails, yeah?
Yes.
I give you a place. Come.
No, it's okay.
Go.
I'm in the middle of a video, my darling. Okay. All right. That man just completely seduced me with a hand massage. Like, seriously. Okay, so where was I before he interrupted me? I have no idea. That was a very nice hand massage at Sakare. That's the name of the store, I think. But I've already bought some stuff from them, so it's like I can't deal with that today, my darling. It's not in the budget. So anyway, so I was talking about, oh, here is Place de Vosges. This is Place de Vosges. And depending on where I exit, I will be on Rue Rivoli. It's very tricky because it feels like, for me anyway, that I'm very far away from Rue Rivoli. It shouldn't have anything to do with the next. But depending on which gate I exit, I'm like right on Rue Rivoli. I can never find that gate. Anyway, I digress. So, yeah, I think that, the French do a very good job of keeping art and cultural things accessible to everyone, And I do think that that's very important. Where do you think is the entrance that I can exit to Rue Rivoli? Because this is a very sort of, I don't think, you know what I think? Do you know what I think? What do you think, Marion? I don't even know at this point. Which one could it possibly be? Which gate? I mean, it's a huge place. Oh my God. I don't know. Which side do you think? Is it this side? Is it over here? It's not over here. It's definitely not over here. Definitely not. Okay, so anyway, I have to wrap this up, my darlings. But my whole point is that do you think I should go this way and then around? Because I'm not understanding. I don't have the right bearings. My whole point is that, King Charles is robbing the British people with those types of prices, and it's unconscionable. I mean, it's called price gouging. I mean, it is completely unconscionable, and I have to say it because I can't pretend. I'm not good at pretending. It's just like, this is unconscionable. How could you, in good conscience, do that? It's here. It's here that, don't ask me what, don't ask. I know, but I can't remember right now. But yeah, this is where we walk through from Place de Vosges. It's a shortcut to Rue Rivoli. And this is like Sully, Maisons de Sully. Monsieur Sully was a very sort of important man. I have to figure out who the hell he was and then test you on it. Because I can't remember. I can't keep all of this straight. It's a lot. Right? It's a lot. Hotel de Sully. Librairie, boutique, bookshop. Bookshop is this way. Okay, and then you come through here. And you will be on Rue Rivoli. Oh, and this is the bookshop. Okay. Okay. I'm exhausted, you guys. I'm exhausted, and I still have the second half of my day to deal with. I am so tired. Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens.